Hello, I'm Neko Trocki of WBRW TV, and here I'm joined with rock singer-songwriter and audio engineer Ryan Romano. Ryan, how are you doing?
I am great. Thank you so much for having me again. Oh my gosh, it's gonna be great. This is always so fun.
Yeah, so today we're here to promote your new song, Modesty. So tell us a little bit about that.
Modesty is a love song until it isn't. It's, really indulges in that classic rock-esque sound that I like to strive for with my music. It's got, the hard rock guitars, the lively synthesizers, and a showman's vocals, being myself. And, it's got a narrative to it as well, as I like to, do for my songs. Being that it's a love song, I've chosen a romantic interest of the Flamingo here. It's a love story of myself and the Flamingo, as strange as that is. And so I love to see that.
I love to see that all of your songs have just so much you involvement, like you start from ground zero into a full-fledged song. So tell us about the writing and producing aspect of the song.
Yeah, so this one is really interesting in that regard because I wrote and produced half the song, and then I just kind of let it be. And that first half, I wrote and produced while I was in a relationship, and then the whole thing ended, and I, just kind of forgot about it. And then I came back afterwards and finished the story. That's why I say it's a love song until it isn't, right? Because it's half and half, really. So. It's an interesting thing, but that narrative of the Flamingo and whatnot was inspired by I was looking through the lyrics and whatnot. I actually used the word fly, I think more than once in the song, and I just kind of I don't know. I mean, I think both of us really conceptualized the what would be the narrative and the music video side of all of this. With regards to the Flamingo just having such a large part as a symbol of the song, right? I like to, attach little things as, I call them my little marketing tactics, right, to my songs. And, being that this one is a Flamingo, it was so much inspired by the, the lyrics of Fly that I've used in the songs.
That's pretty cool how you made those parallels. For example, what were some of the lyrics?
Right, so in the first verse I've got, we'll just fly away, and then it comes back after that big, instrumental interlude, and, draws a parallel within the song itself of, now she flew away after it becomes like that anti-love song type of thing, which I think is just, it's an interesting thing because it's a cumulative story in that way, right? Because it goes from, just being this big love, romantic song, and then it just becomes an anti-love song. It's, half and half, right?
So I see that a lot of your songs take inspiration from the classic rock legends like Styx, Elton John, and of course Queen.
So Queen has the song Fat Bottom Girls, which everyone knows and loves, and that song actually, the unintentional similarities between Modesty and Fat Bottom Girls, I think are, it's uncanny, really. I made a list of the things that I find similar between the two, just because I wasn't writing it with the intent of creating this sound, but at the same time, they're both in the same key. They both start on D. They both start with that choral section, like a choir type of thing that leads into a dirty guitar part, or a pretty grungy guitar. They both have largely, vocal choruses with a lot of harmonies and whatnot, and they both happen to rhyme a lyric with treasure. So, it's the stuff like that. It's really interesting because I know you made the point initially, of, oh my gosh, this, first time I played you Modesty when we were going to film that music video for it, you made the point this sounds like Fat Bottom Girls. Is this, is that intentional? It's like. I listened to it and it's like, oh my gosh, that's it's the same song. But no, it's cool though because I remember my choir teacher actually told me something once that was so many people when they're writing songs they take inspiration from songs that they know in their subconscious without even knowing it, and so I looked that up and it proves true. A lot of people have done some looking into that, I guess. So if nothing else, it must mean I'm doing something right as a songwriter, to be able to create those parallels, I guess, without even really thinking about it. So. I don't know, I'm proud of myself for that, I guess, But.
That is something to sure be proud of. I think it's really cool how you drew those two comparisons, and it's a really great song. And going back to, you briefly mentioned the music video. Tell us a little bit about what it was like making the video and the inspiration behind it.
Oh man, I love unbranded water. So the whole music video came together, right, with the scaffolding and the baseball field and everything. I'm sure you remember initially we were trying to find a roof to film it on. And it's very good we didn't because none of the roofs we had looked at would have not caved in with the scaffolding on top of it. So that's cool. We ended up doing a baseball field, and it was a big mess to clean up afterwards with the confetti and the sequins and whatever else I choose to make a mess with on my music video set. So, but the whole thing, with you and Joey Sarver there and Ethan reprising his role as the bear. Spoiler alert. I was so glad to see the whole thing come together. So one thing I was actually, pretty happy with this whole project, the music video, the photo shoot, everything, is the color scheme that was, so consistent, which I really drew inspiration from the very red theme of Thermal. And I was like, oh, what can I do with this one? So the Flamingo was pink and I'm purple, and we've got everything in between. We got the pink drink there on the table. The whole set was pink and purple and whatever, and I don't know. I like that, it draws, I think as a romantic setting as well, having the feminine character be pink, right? And I'm purple because I like purple, right? So I think, you know, it's cool to see that consistency throughout the whole project, and so I'm happy with that as well.
Well, Ryan, congratulations on yet again another successful release.
That's what I do.
And you at home can check out Modesty on all streaming platforms along with the music video on Ryan's YouTube channel. With that being said, I'm Neko Trocki, this is Ryan Romano and Esmeralda. You two have a great night, and we'll see you around the community.